Every language has its own special words. These words are like secret keys. They unlock feelings and ideas that are unique to a culture. In the Philippines, we have many such words. They describe emotions that are so specific, so deeply Filipino, that English just doesn't have a single word for them. Trying to explain them is like trying to describe a new color to someone who has never seen it. You can use other colors as a reference, but it's never quite the same as seeing it for yourself. These words are not just sounds we make, they are a part of our identity, shaping how we see the world and our relationships with others. These untranslatable words are powerful. They show us that feelings are not universal in the way we might think. While everyone feels happiness or sadness, the smaller, more detailed emotions can be very different. They are born from our daily lives, our family structures, and our social habits. For Filipinos, these words are a way to connect with each other on a deeper level. When you say you feel a certain way and use one of these special words, another Filipino instantly understands the exact texture of your emotion. It's a shared experience that builds a strong sense of community and belonging, even when we are far from home. Think about it this way. Imagine you have a favorite food that only your grandmother knows how to make. You can tell your friends what's in it. You can describe the taste and the smell, but they will never truly know what it's like unless they taste it themselves. These Filipino emotions are like that secret recipe. They are a mix of different feelings, a dash of context, and a lot of cultural history. They are the flavors of our emotional world, and they make our experiences rich and unique. They are more than just vocabulary, they are a window into the Filipino soul. Understanding these words is not just a language lesson. It is an invitation to understand a different way of being. It challenges the idea that everything can be perfectly translated or understood through a single cultural lens. It reminds us that the world is full of different perspectives, each one valid and beautiful in its own way. These words show that some of the most profound human experiences are hidden in the small, specific details of a local culture. Learning about them is a journey into the heart of what it means to be Filipino, and it's a journey worth taking for anyone curious about the human experience. Let's start with Gigil. This is a word you often hear when someone sees a very cute baby. Gigil is the overwhelming urge to squeeze something or someone because they are incredibly adorable. It's a strange mix of affection and a tiny bit of playful aggression. Imagine seeing a puppy with big round eyes and chubby paws. You want to hug it, pinch its cheeks, and maybe even bite it gently. That intense, almost uncontrollable feeling is Gigil. It's not about causing harm, it's an explosion of cuteness that your body doesn't know how to handle, so it translates into this physical need to squeeze. Next, we have Kilig. This is the feeling of butterflies in your stomach, but it's much more specific. Kilig happens when something romantic or exciting occurs. It's the giddiness you feel when your crush looks at you, or when you watch a romantic movie and the main characters finally get together. It's a sudden rush of sweet, dizzying excitement. You might blush, giggle for no reason, or feel your heart beat a little faster. Kilig is not just happiness, it's the thrill of romantic possibility, the electricity in the air during a sweet, unexpected moment. It's a feeling that makes you want to squeal with delight. Then there is Tampo. This emotion is very common in close relationships, especially with family or partners. Tampo is not exactly anger, and it's not just being sad. It's a kind of sulking that comes from feeling hurt or unappreciated by someone you care about. When you have Tampo, you might ignore the person, give them the silent treatment, or act distant. You are not looking for a big fight. Instead, you are waiting for them to notice your hurt feelings and make a gentle effort to make things right, often through sweet gestures or patient coaxing. It's a quiet, withdrawn expression of disappointment. These three emotions, Gigil, Kilig, and Tampo, paint a picture of the Filipino emotional landscape. They show how we handle affection, romance, and conflict in our closest relationships. Gigil is about overwhelming adoration. Kilig is about the fluttery joy of romance. Tampo is about navigating hurt feelings with subtlety and a need for reassurance. They are not grand, dramatic emotions. Instead, they are the small, everyday feelings that color our interactions and make our relationships uniquely Filipino. They are the quiet language of the heart that everyone in the culture understands without needing a dictionary. These emotions are not just interesting words, they are essential threads in the fabric of Filipino culture. They reveal what we value most, our close-knit relationships. The Philippines has a very collectivist culture, meaning we prioritize family and community over the individual. Emotions like Tampo can only exist in a context where relationships are expected to be deep and resilient. It assumes that the other person cares enough to notice your withdrawal and will work to repair the bond. It's a system of emotional checks and balances that helps maintain harmony without direct confrontation, which is often avoided in our culture. Similarly, Kilig highlights the Filipino love for romance and sweet gestures. Our media is filled with love stories, from television dramas to movies. We celebrate romance in a very public and enthusiastic way. Kilig is the currency of these stories. It's the feeling everyone is chasing. This focus on romantic excitement shows that we value the little things: a shared glance, a thoughtful gift, a sweet text message. It's not about grand, passionate declarations, but about the small, everyday moments that build a romantic connection. This appreciation for subtle romance is a cornerstone of how we approach love and partnerships. Gigil shows our expressive and affectionate nature, especially towards the young and the helpless. The feeling is a testament to how much we adore children and all things cute. It's a very physical and open expression of love. In a culture where family is central, this overwhelming affection for the youngest members is a beautiful thing to witness. It shows a warmth and a lack of inhibition when it comes to showing love. This physical expression of endearment helps to create strong, loving bonds from a very young age, reinforcing the importance of family and physical closeness in our lives. Ultimately, these words matter because they help us navigate our social world with precision and empathy. They give us the tools to express complex feelings that are tied to specific social situations. Having a word for Tampo allows someone to signal their hurt without starting a fight, preserving the relationship. Having a word for Kilig allows people to share in a specific kind of joy. These words enrich our emotional lives and strengthen our social bonds. They are proof that our language is perfectly tailored to our culture, capturing the nuances of our interactions in a way that no other language can. When words are not enough, art steps in. This is especially true for untranslatable emotions. For people outside the Philippines, understanding Gigil, Kilig, or Tampo can be difficult. They might not have a personal experience to connect these words to. This is where creative expression becomes a bridge. Artists, designers, and writers can visually translate the essence of these feelings. Through typography, for example, the word Kilig can be written in a light, curly font that seems to float and tingle, just like the feeling itself. This helps communicate the emotion even if you don't speak the language. Consider the visual representation of Gigil. A designer might use a bold, bouncy font that looks like it's about to burst. The letters might be squeezed together tightly, showing that feeling of wanting to pinch or press something. The colors could be bright and energetic, like a jolt of electricity. This kind of creative typography does more than just spell out a word. It performs the word. It gives you a visual hint of the physical sensation behind it. This artistic interpretation can make the abstract concept of Gigil much more concrete and understandable for a global audience. Art can also capture the quiet drama of Tampo. Imagine the word written in a thin, fragile script that seems to be turning away from the viewer. The letters might be spaced far apart, suggesting distance and withdrawal. The color palette could be muted and cool, like gray or soft blue, to evoke a sense of sadness and isolation. An artist might even create a short animation where the word Tampo slowly fades or shrinks when you try to get close to it. This visual storytelling helps people feel the emotion, inviting them to understand the delicate nature of this specific kind of sulking. In the end, these creative works do more than just decorate our world. They are acts of cultural translation. They help share the unique parts of our Filipino identity with others, fostering understanding and appreciation. They also encourage us, as Filipinos, to look at our own language and emotions with fresh eyes. By seeing these words transformed into art, we are reminded of their beauty and complexity. We should all take a moment to notice these special feelings in our daily lives. They are a gift from our culture, a unique way of experiencing the world that deserves to be celebrated and shared.